Rush out there with Josh Gutierrez, Greg Cheno, Jason Radke, and Nick Mullen. The Beat Diggers going small. Gutierrez with a basketball against Timmy Miller out there with C.J. Stemo, Andrew Thornton, as well as Scott Stemo and Jacob Walden. Gutierrez dribbled the ball off his foot, headed out of bounds. It will be a turnover. Second for Brush. Last night they had 9 turnovers in the opening period. As a result, was down by 11. But then Brush did rally to win the game, 54-51 over Valley. Right wing Jacob Walden dribbling towards the paint, back out to Scott Stemo, left corner to Jacob Walden. Cross court to Scott Stemo, now to C.J. Stemo, dribbling into the paint. Right corner three, Miller, good. Timmy Miller has drilled the three, the third of the game for these Tigers. They're in the lead, 17-14 on a 6-0 run, and a foul by Miller, knocking the ball away from Josh Gutierrez. That'll be the 4th team foul against Bennett. The Beat Diggers with only 1. Quickly, Bryson Miller comes into the game for Jason Radke. So he got about a 2 to 3 minute rest in actual clock time, not in game time. Gutierrez in the backcourt gets a pick from Ely on the high left of Bryson Miller. Miller against Timmy Miller, double team, had the ball stripped, picked up by Josh Gutierrez, and he was on the end line. Well, that's 3 turnovers for Brush, 2 in the first 53 seconds of the second. This is a period that the Diggers have got to watch out. They don't get too sloppy. Right corner, three-pointer, Miller up and good. Timmy Miller drills another 3. 1 pass and a 3. It's an 8-0 run. Bryson Miller down low. Greg Geno. Shot blocked by Scott Stemo. Picked up by Gutierrez. He is fouled as he misses. Gutierrez will go to the line. It looked like C.J. Stemo got him. And he did. Well, this is something that I've debated the whole year, Joe. Part of this defense, they allow the opposing team to beat you with 3-pointers.
Yeah, definitely. And I think these free throws right here are key right now to not let the game get away as Josh Gutierrez puts in the free throw.
And that stops an 8-0 run. The Beat Diggers down by 5. As Stemo is out and Kevin Ross back into the game. Second free throw is good as well. Bennett 20, Brush 16. Stemo towards the top of the key. On the right wing to Ross, back to Stemo. On the right wing to Ross, right corner Miller, dribbles to his left, cross court. Pass tipped away by Ely, stolen by Gutierrez. Second turnover for Bennett. Gutierrez with a basketball hassled, stripped by Miller. He's going to go all the way, lay it up and in. Boy, Tim Miller has been a very, very good player for Bennett tonight. He's got 8, and he's tied with Luke Barton for the most points on his team. Bryson Miller, 15-footer, blocked from behind. Picked up by Scott Stemo. Tipped away by Miller, taken by Timmy Miller. Left corner, Scott Stemo. Cross court, Kevin Ross, wide open 3. Bucket. Kevin Ross drills the triple, his 3rd of the game. 30-second timeout. Called by the Beat Diggers and head coach Jay Rudell. And Bennett on a 14-2 run. And once again, Joe, I'll say this, they're just not defending the 3. I've seen a lot of open 3s tonight.
And the shots that the Tigers have taken and went down. It seems like every shot that they put up goes down, just like the game we were talking about against Estes Park. Estes Park couldn't miss. Right now, the Tigers can't miss either.
But do you also believe that Brush has to really earn their shots a lot more than Bennett?
You bet. I think so, because with the size advantage that the Tigers have inside, they have to, I don't know, they're just quicker guys.
Yeah, they certainly are. You're right. They are much quicker right now. But then again, Valley was much quicker than Brush last night. The Beat Diggers made some adjustments. Now, again, they were down 11 last night. They were actually down 15 at the break, so this is not going to faze them. 6 minutes to go in the second, 25-16. Miller on the high right over to Jason Radke, looking towards the left wing. Dribbles by a defender at the free throw line, nearly walks. Bounces to Bryson Miller to the right of the free throw line. Takes a step in, pulls up from 12, good. Miller leaned for that 12-footer. He's got 4. It's a 7-point lead for the Tigers. Scott Stemo the other way in the high right. Cross court, Kevin Ross, left corner for Timmy Miller. Back to Ross. Cross court, high right to Stemo. They're really swinging this ball around. Now to Ross, fakes the pass left wing, dribbles by Ely, nearly fouled him. Timmy Miller wide open three, that is off to the right. Bryson Miller grabs the board, takes a dribble, nearly fouled, wants to get rid of it, and does to Jason Radke. Miller had 15 rebounds last night and putting together a pretty good effort tonight. On the high left, Nick Mullen to Bryson Miller, free throw line, dribbles all the way, stripped, and it went off his leg out of bounds. Went off his left leg out of bounds as he was stripped. Turnover number 5 for Brush. That's the type of defense that Bennett's playing tonight. Very aggressive.
Very aggressive and very quick, John. And they're creating the type of turnovers that they need to fire up the crowd.
The Tigers with 5 minutes remaining before the break lead by 7. And it is C.J. Stemo. Cross court into the game to Mike Shearer. His pass intended for Thornton, knocked out of bounds into the Brush bench by Jason Radke. Shearer to throw it in. Near the timeline to C.J. Stemo. He's the only Stemo in there now to Shearer, high right. Takes a dribble, backs it out to C.J. Left corner, Ross fakes, pulls up from 12. That is off to the right. Greg Gentile goes for the board. Bryson Miller grabs it. Here is Nick Mullen with a 2-on-4, dribbling high right between his legs. Back out Miller. He'll take the three. He will miss the three. The rebound is controlled by Andrew Thornton of Bennett. The outlet pass to C.J. Stemo. 4.5 to go in the second. Bennett in the lead by 7. On the right wing is Shearer. Bounce pass right corner to Thornton. Takes a dribble in. Fades from 15. He was fouled as he missed. Jason Radke got him with a body. Normally you don't foul that far away from the basket, but that's exactly why Thornton went up for the shot. He was sensing contact was coming, and that's exactly what happened. So 2 free throws for Andrew Thornton. And this is the guy that killed him in the first meeting with 17, but he has not scored tonight. And
not only did he have 17 rebounds, or 17 points, but he also loaded up his share of offensive rebounds late in the ballgame.
Boy, we remember that as Thornton makes the first. Second free throw in the air for Bennett to reclaim a 9-point lead, and that one is good as well. And it is 27-18. Here comes Jason Radke, middle of the court for Brush. Bounce pass right wing to Bryson Miller. Back to Radke up top. Holding the ball up high, cross court to Mullen. Mullen to Radke, top of the key, dribbling to his right towards the paint. Back out to Mullen, to his left. Right corner to Bryson Miller. Miller up top, Radke fakes in the lane all the way, leans off the glass and in. Jason Radke with a strong drive. He was uncontested to the basket. 27-20. Bennett leads by 7 with 3:48 to go in the second. Andrew Thornton, left wing, left corner for Mike Shearer. He'll dribble to his right, double team, back out to C.J. Stemo at the free throw line. Picked up by Ely, swings it over, throws it away, intended for Shearer. Bennett has turned it over for the 3rd time. All of a sudden, we are almost by our lonesome on press row. Very empty here, Joe. It was a packed gym when we had 4 high schools here. But Eaton is gone, and so is Estes Park after the Estes Park ladies won that game. Right corner for Bryson Miller, holding the ball up high. Terrible cross-court pass. Intercepted by Kevin Ross. 6 turnovers for Brush. 5 in the quarter. Right corner, Miller 3 up, good. Off the feed from Kevin Ross. Miller now with 11 in the game. The Diggers have their biggest deficit of 10. Nick Mullen on the high left, dribbling towards the paint. Now left baseline all the way, stumbled and walked. Again, when they did not take care of the basketball yesterday, they were murdered in the first quarter, outscored 17-5. And right now, after a 14-14 tie, following the opening 8 minutes, same thing is happening. Andrew Thornton, left corner, back out to Ross. They had left him alone for a 3, didn't take it. Thornton will take a long shot and drill it. 3-corner in the left corner, 3-pointer that is. Thornton now with 5 in the game. It's a 13-point lead. Right corner Mullen, back to Bryson Miller, pulls off the glass and in from 8 feet away. Mullen to Miller, who's got 6. But Brush is down by 11 with 2:35 to go in the second. Kevin Ross, left wing 3, no good. Rebounded. Andrew Thornton takes a dribble off the glass and in. Thornton now with 7. 30-second timeout for Jay Rudell. Joe, this is looking like the first meeting.
I'm absolutely speechless. I mean, the Tigers are shooting like they're from the NBA, and they're getting set up with beautiful passes. They have 10 offensive assists. in this first half, all set up by swinging the ball to the corner and swinging it back around for the open three-pointer.
Let's face it, this is going to continue to happen until Jay Rudell changes his defensive alignment or changes the zone defense he's playing, because, I mean, quite honestly, I don't want to exaggerate the point. I think there might have been one, maybe two uncontested threes, or contested threes, I should say. They're all wide open. So that's something to consider. We'll find out. 2:27 to go in the second. It's 35-22 Bennett after the Beat Diggers' 30-second timeout. On the high left is Mullen. Maintaining the dribble, jump pass to Radke, top of the key. Radke over to Mullen, high left, takes a three-pointer, good. Nick Mullen rattles that home. He's got 9. The Diggers back to within 10. 2:03 to go. Top of the key, Thornton. Left wing for Walden. Left corner 3, Miller. Off the front of the rim. Strong side rebound for Jason Radke. And that was contested, Joe. Miller behind the back. It's a 5-on-4. Miller in the left corner, Mullen. Back to Miller. Left baseline all the way. Lays it up. No good. Looked like he was fouled. Rebound to Andrew Thornton. Thornton the other way for Bennett with 1:40 to go before the break. Over to Stemo. Left corner for Timmy Miller. Dribbles left baseline. Swings it inside, but it's intercepted by Bryson Miller. Intended for Thornton. 4th turnover for Bennett. Jason Radke will come the other way. The Diggers can try to cut this to single digits. Mullen, free throw line. Left corner, Ely. 3 in the air is an air ball, and it goes the other way to Bennett's Timmy Miller. Matt Ely tonight has scored just 2 points, and that was a layup. They've got to get his outside game involved. Walden's pass is intercepted by Miguel Gonzalez, intended for Kevin Ross. Bennett with 2 turnovers in as many possessions. High left, Nick Mullen, 1:03 to go in the second. Free throw line to Miller, back out to Mullen. Left baseline to Ely. His pass is thrown away, loose on the floor, picked up by Kevin Ross. The Diggers with 7 turnovers in this quarter, and that ball was thrown away by Bennett out of bounds. So the Beat Diggers have the basketball. Certainly a much sloppier quarter than we had in the opening 8 minutes.
Yeah, definitely more fast-paced and a lot more outside shots, and the Tigers haven't gone inside in the second quarter hardly at all because their three-pointers are falling.
Ely is out. Josh Gutierrez is in. Gutierrez, Radke, Miller, Mullen, and Gonzalez for the final 48 seconds. Radke front court, high left to Nick Mullen. Mullen bounce pass to Radke up top, over to Nick Mullen. Doesn't want to take the three, now to Radke. Dribbling towards the free throw line, jump pass to Miller. Wide open 15-footers off to the right, and the long rebound to Kevin Ross with a left hand. Ross will dribble it across midcourt. With 29 seconds to go, they'll slow it down and perhaps milk the clock. Scott Stemo to Kevin Ross near the brush bench, that is. Over to Stemo. 15 seconds remaining in the second. He calls out the play. Looks back towards head coach Marty Behrens. He will now initiate the offense with 7 seconds to go. Gonzalez picks him up. Stemo towards the high right in the corner to Andrew Thornton. Pulls back for a 3. Is no good, and that is the end of the first half. The Bennett Tigers dominated the second quarter. As a result, they hold a 10-point halftime lead. Bennett 35, Brush 25. Let's take a 3-minute timeout. You're listening to AM 1010 KSIR.